everybody, it's Casey Williams. You know that geek nerd in high school, one who was super smart, super sensible, then he went off to college, joined a fraternity, went to the gym, became super athletic? Yeah, that happens. It also happens with cars. Cars like the one we have this week, 2025 Toyota GR Corolla. Let's go look at it. Somewhere deep underneath all this is still a sensible Toyota Corolla hatchback. But this one's being coached by Toyota's Gazoo racing team. And you can really tell by the way it looks. I mean, look at the big black grille, the GR logos, the snarling hood extractors. It just looks really cool. But when you come to the side of it, you realize there's some more attitude here too. The fenders are wider to hold the 18-inch wheels. You've got vents to let the heat out. I love the lower sill extensions. Really cool. Carbon roof to lighten it up, stiffen it up a little bit. I do like the rear fenders quite a bit. It's a bit over the top. It's a bit boy racer, but I think it works for it, and it's really necessary for the performance of the car. Come around the back, 3 exhaust outlets with a diffuser down below. Totally nuts. But it's still a Toyota Corolla hatchback. Open the hatch, you can get your luggage in there. There is a body brace back here to stiffen the structure, so that gets in your way a little bit. But you can split fold the back seats, get stuff in here. And there's quite a bit of luggage space here anyway, especially when you compare it to other sporty cars. One thing though, there is no spare tire. I wouldn't expect one with the big fat tires for the performance tires, but so there is an inflator canister. So just kind of keep that in mind if you go driving too crazy. So there's not a lot of space back here, but I suspect the people who own this car probably aren't going to spend much time back here anyway. But what it does allow you to do is get the kids in and out here pretty easy. And if you compare that to other sports cars, especially two-door sports cars, that makes a lot of difference in your everyday life. Well, when you slide inside, you know you're definitely inside of a Corolla. The dash is shared with other Corollas, looks pretty much the same. But there's also some nice upgrades for the GR. Let's start with the seats. The suede seats with the faux leather on them. What I like of these, some of these seats, the bolsters are just too tight and they're uncomfortable in everyday use. These are really comfortable. I'd sit in these seats and drive 1,000 miles in them. But they also do hold you in very nicely when you're driving a little more aggressively. The dash, it's padded, it's stitched. I mean, nothing's cheap in here. It looks all right. I like the black. Touchscreen, easy connect. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Also have wireless phone charging down below in the console. Dual zone automatic climate control. So again, not big deal, but nice little features in a car like this, especially a compact car. Down below you got heated seats, like I said, for these. This does have the automatic. You can get a stick shift optional. This has the automatic in it. And the drive mode selectors are down in here. One thing I would like is I would like an armrest here. When I get into the car, I'm kind of like pressing down and trying to find a place to sit down, but very nice. I do like the steering wheel, like the GR steering wheel with the red stitching on it, the flat screen gauges. Another nice thing, this has a head-up display. So this one has the speed, it has the safety systems, and then the adaptive cruise control readouts are on there as well. It has JBL audio system with a subwoofer. It sounds pretty good. It does not have a sunroof. Again, remember this has the carbon roof, so there's not a sunroof up here, but you don't really need one. All the things in this car are really designed to stiffen the car and make it a better performance car while keeping everyday drivability. And I think we've done it really well inside. So I started up the GR Corolla and I thought, man, that sounds a lot like a smart car with a lot of attitude. And that's really not far off from what this engine is. This is a 1.6 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. And you might think, oh, that's not all that impressive. But it puts out 300 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. In a car this size with all-wheel drive, that's plenty of power. No problem there as far as that goes. Gas mileage, being a Corolla, actually pretty practical for what this car is. 19 miles per gallon in the city, 27 highway. So a car with 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and 27 highway. It's a pretty nice combination. So this car also has the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, automatic, with paddle shifters. You also can get a 6-speed manual on the GR Corolla, but the 8-speed is really nice for everyday use, and you still have the paddles to click through the gears when you want to. So one of your clues that this is not a normal Corolla is this little dial here in the center console. And what this does is it allows you to control the modes for the drivetrain. This is all-wheel drive. It has locking front and rear differentials, so you can really dial it in well for track performance, gravel road, in case you want to go rally racing with it, or just driving it to school and back. So right now I have it normal mode, and the way it's set up, it's a front drive bias in normal mode. It's your street mode. I flip it the right way, it's in gravel. That puts it 50-50, front and rear power, so you're really well balanced. And then if I push it here and put it in track mode, it becomes a rear drive bias. So again, in all those modes, the car is very well balanced. It does have stability control and all the things to keep you safe. But you can determine how you want to drive this car depending on how you're going to use it that particular day. So let me put it back in normal mode. And again, this car is available with six-speed manual transmission. This is the 8-speed dual clutch, which I'm absolutely fine with for everyday use. And still have paddles if you want to take it on the track and have some fun with it. But what I find, cars like this, they have to do two things. They have to be performance oriented, they have to be fun, they have to be fast, you have to be able to take them on the track and enjoy them if you want to, or just find that curvy 2-lane road on the weekends. That's why people buy these. But most people who buy these cars also have some sports that they're involved in. Maybe we'll put a bicycle in the back, do some hiking, maybe want to take the kids to school and back, go to the home store and fill it up with things. So it has to be a practical car for everyday use too. And some of this car's competitors, they're pretty rough on everyday streets. You hit a pothole and it just shakes the whole car, and the seats are uncomfortable. But this is a car that I feel like I could drive every single day and enjoy it. You can hear the engine a little bit, you can hear the exhaust, but it doesn't just thrum in your ears. It's not overly bearing. The seats will hold you in place, especially the suede and the nice bolsters, but they're comfortable. I'd get on the highway and drive many, many miles in them. The suspension's pretty stiff. This has a multi-link rear suspension and it's pretty firm, but it's not unusable. We've been driving rough pavement in the city all day today. I'm very comfortable. And some other things you notice is there's some chassis bracing. You saw the brace in the luggage compartment. So the vehicle feels considerably stiffer than a base Corolla, although the base Corolla feels all right too. But this one definitely feels like that the racing team has gone through it thoroughly, set it up, and is ready to have a lot of fun. I've come to like the GR Corolla quite a bit, more than I thought I would. I like that it's still the geeky little practical everyday car underneath. The car you can open the hatch, throw your luggage in, take the kids to school. All-wheel drive will get you through the snow in the wintertime. So it's a very usable car. But I also like that they've gone through this car thoroughly. I like the engine, I like the turbocharged engine, the all-wheel drive. For the track performance, when you configure it properly, the suspension, the body bracing, all of that adds up to a car that's just considerably more enjoyable to drive every day or on those special track weekends. But all the work that's gone to this car has certainly elevated our little nerd's ability to get an expensive date. Prices start right at $39,000. This one all in, $50,155. But when you compare this to other cars like a Subaru WRX, a Volkswagen GTI, cars like that, I think you'll find it compares very favorably. Well, next week, find another fun car, and until then, storm forward.